Well, they're not shape-shifting. The thing is, I'm going to tell you what the shape-shift is, and it's really creepy. And this is the thing that they said that could wipe the world. People panicking with the riots and stuff, because the cloning thing, people cloning people's kids, messing them up in the brain is bad enough. Remotely killing people who they don't like, which might happen to me. You never know. Um, Thing is, the lizards. Okay, lizards been around a long time, like since before ancient Egypt and everything. And the symbol, you know, that eye, the eye of Horus with the squiggly hanging out of it,
Yeah.
that has to do with lizards. It's a lizard symbol. It means two things. It's a pro-lizard symbol, and it also means beware, there's lizards here. Okay, there's three different kinds of lizards. I'll tell you all about them. They're called Vril. The thing is, I'm not sure if it's one L or two at the end. It's Vril, Vrill, or Vril. Germans were into them. They had a club with Vril things. Anyway, there's like a 1 to 1.5 foot tall one. That's the Vril type one. Um, it's got scales, red scales. There's a type two that is not parasitic, but it's still vicious, nasty, carnivorous. They're all carnivorous. And there's a type three that's 8 feet tall that has a real long neck and looks like a gray alien, but it comes from deep, deep, deep underground. Like I mean, like below deep base deep. Like they need a methane oxygen mix to breathe, and deep underground they got sulfur pools, I guess, that make this stuff. Anyway, they come up underneath the domed bases. The government is complicit with them, basically. Now I have to tell you about the parasitic aspect of the lizards and why the Illuminati and the governments use them. Okay, I'm saying this in a nutshell because it's very important. I want to get it all out on your show. Nobody's going to say this for fear of clone torture, remote controlled death, or death by lizards 1,000 times until you die by a heart attack or something. Um, but I figured I have to tell people because, well, they're getting me there anyway. Like, they eased up lately, asking me not to talk about it anymore, but I'm just going to. Uh, well, the lizards have a thing, okay? They have what's called a proboscis. There's lizards out there today that have a proboscis on their face, okay? These things got it in the middle of their head, okay? And on the top of their head, this is the real type one and two. The type two have a proboscis sheath that comes out, it sticks out. Um, the type ones, for instance, it's like a a chocolate chip. It looks like basically the tip of it. Now, at one point in these things' lives, because they have a long lifespan, the lizard species, one point in their life, they can slowly wiggle this thing out, eject it, and it goes into somebody's eyeball. Okay, another animal. Now, it wiggles in by the sense of taste. They described this to me so, like, when I was like 18 years old there, and told me about it different times throughout the years of going there. They can bring you there every single night if they want to, and they did bring me there every night. They laughed at me when I said I was going to tell the world about this. They said nobody's ever going to believe me. You won't put it together in a eloquent way. People will think that technology isn't that advanced yet with cloning because they just clone the sheep, right? No, they've been cloning people a long time this way. Uh, Thing is, the lizard, okay, the thing squiggles in through the eye. It does a spiral around the optic nerve all the way to a certain point, and it's driven there by taste. And they said once it gets there, it has the taste of butterscotch, and then it does a feeling like holding your breath and going pushing outwards. And at the tip of this chocolate chip, it then starts they call sweating the quill. Now, the spinal cord stuff comes out of the spinal cord, out of the chocolate chip thingy, and it's everything that the lizard is. The lizard's whole body is dead. The little lizard thing is dead, and it can't go back in. Can't get it back in. It's one way. Uh, Once it excretes this stuff, sweats this quill thing, the person's debilitated for an unknown amount of time. I don't know how long. But when they come back, they have to have some recovery time. But when they come back, they are not the person anymore. They are then the lizard. Let me put this to you flatly. The old person's consciousness is gone. The body is absolutely, totally dominated, and the lizard is smarter as a human then and totally controls everything. Over time, it'll develop a rash, it'll lose its hair. Thing is, these things are all over the place, and they mimic human behavior. In fact, one of their names in the past is mimic. A lot of the people that you hear about in the news that are getting people and chopping them up in the basement and eating them and stuff, frying them up, these are what they call drones. They're parasited hosts of the lizards. They like to make them. The only thing a drone wants to do is make more, have sex, and torture someone. Like, it's a different kind of mentality. It's hard to explain. When they at the cloning station, when they victimize someone, it gives them a powerful feeling, and it's the nerdy way, you know, that nerdy aspect of it. I got something over someone, but they do that to the extreme.
Everybody gets hung up on the science part, which has nothing to do with it. They're getting at us to the fiction.
So, aliens have just been setting us up over the years, creating this happy little make-believe existence with their E.T. and our Men in Black movies, just so that nobody would believe it if it really happened.
I think so. Yeah. Well, you're not buying this, are you?
No, I'm not. But it's kind of cool.
Okay, so what's missing?
Well, the body snatchers, they were pods, but where are they? Where are the pods?
There are no pods. There's gotta be something else.
And puppet masters, they were parasites.
The eyeworm gets his name from his deeply disturbing habit of entering a host through a person's eyeball. That's right. He's no normal parasite. This guy really knows how to get under your skin.
One sound and you die. It's impossible. You're human.
Human bodies take a lot of getting used to. They're not like the others we have inhabited. Their emotions are powerful. If her will has survived along with her memories, she may resist from within.
The oldest living thing on the planet.
Don't you think we would have heard of it by now? I mean, it wasn't exactly shy.
It lives out of sight in the earth, in deep geological structures.
Something's happening. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it. Have you noticed anything?
I have.
I want to help you, but you have to talk to me.
My husband is not my husband.
What's going on here?
Doesn't hurt.
Imagine a world where human beings cease to be human.
I'm here. Your witness. If I'm to tell the world, I need to see all of you, not just a drone.
These things want, and why are they here?
You still don't get it, do you, boy?
They have recruited the rich and the powerful.
They're running the whole show.
Wake up! They're all about you, all around you. Blinded us to the truth.
Take a look. They are safe as long as they are not discovered.
I don't know what they are or where they came from, but we gotta stop them.
The end begins here.
Who are you?
I am God. I am Belial.
Demons. Devils.
Some of its victims must have thought it was the devil.
It absorbed that concept from them and believes that's what it is.
Why have you killed these people?
They are cattle.
But you let us live.
One of your species has theorized my existence. It's like a puppy learning a difficult trick.
What?
It is what Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Only in we can you achieve immortality. Not in God, not in Christ,